Shalom, this is Yehudit Goldfarb from Sfat. I want to show you movements I'm doing for the 46th day of my count of the 72 holy names. We're now shortly after Purim and we're heading towards Pesach. The 72 holy names count ends on the 13th of Nisan. That's what we're counting towards. And I'm combining that now with just marking each day in the Hebrew calendar, which is a practice I've been doing for many, many years, where you have a Hebrew letter that represents the season, you have a Hebrew letter that represents each month, you have a Hebrew letter that represents the day of the week, and a Hebrew letter to represent the days of the month, what day it is, and that's what I'm going to show you as the second part of this one. Kind of active ambulances in town, it sounds like. So, there's also a spark of light showing up here. I don't know what that is. Colors today, to remind me what day it is partly I'm wearing my yellow scarf. Remind we're still in the row of Netzach in the way I've set up the 72 holy names. There are 9 rows of 8 each. We're in the 6th of that row, which is the row of Netzach. We're in the 6th day in that row, which is the day of Hod. So I have my yellows for Netzach, my oranges for Hod, and the green has to do with the counting of the day as being in the day of the week. It's Tuesday, it's the 3rd day of the week, it's Sefirot, and the skirt is kind of a combination of the yellow of the Netzach and the green of Sefirot. But just play with different color systems, see what comes out. Surprised to myself as well as other people. Okay, so let's do the movements though. So starting for the holy name sequence, we're on an ayin, resh, yud, the 46th square, 46th combination of the triplets from Exodus 14 verses 19 through 21. That means the ayin is the 46th letter in verse 19. The resh is the 46th letter counting from the end towards the beginning of verse 20, and the yud is the 46th letter of verse 21. That's how it's made. So I want to show you from the side. The ayin, the stepping back ayin, the smaller ayin is an ayin. You can do it on either side. Ayin and resh. I often do a heel changing, so left heel up, right heel up, down with both heels down with a resh, and then opening out. So it's a 1, 2, 3. Sometimes I do my resh as just a centered resh, just bending my knees and coming up and going out, which is an option. And yud too has several options. The yud I use the most now is this one, which is I call poking hole into the infinite and waiting for a response, kind of yud. Yud on the edge of inspiration, creativity, and opening up to Hashem's energy. The resh I often think of as horizontal and vertical, and the focus with the head down is this world, and when you lift it up, it's community, is how I think of it. And ayin, it has to do with eyes and vision, and also, in a way, ayin has to do with reflecting back, like a mirror for yourself, but opening out beyond yourself. So has a visionary quality. And so I encourage you to take these positions and see what they mean for you, how they resonate with you. So we're going to do pattern of the 4 worlds, starting from the silut of an ayin, a resh, and a yud. And then on the other side, ayin, this is for Bria, Resh, and Yud. Do the center Yud. And then the love of Yetzirah, the emotional dimension. Ayin, Resh, and Yud. Physical dimension, the world of Asiya. Ayin, Resh, Yud. I move this into the Nikudot and the colors of patterns of the Sefirot, and the Nikudot being, each Nikudot we have a Hebrew letter, vowel letter, signs, and shapes corresponding to different Sefirot on the tree of life. So doing that for this pattern, as I mentioned, it's the 6th row down, which is the row of Netzach. Netzach's represented by a harik, a dot below the letter E. Netzach is the energy of perseverance, focus, purposefulness, among many other things, eternity. What is my place in the piece of the puzzle in terms of the eternal patterns? Might be a question you would ask with Netzach. And then in terms of the vertical rows, it's a 6th row over, which is the row, as I'm mapping it out, the row of Hod, because when I go vertical rows, I start with Bina and move over, and when I do horizontal rows, I start with Chachma and come down. So it's, the Hod is the Kubutz, it's centering and moving first to your left, a dot is your mouth, a dot across, and a dot in the hand that's farther out. Ooh sound 3 dots in a row, and then I go to many perspectives. Ooh, going around this in different hands. Ooh. Left hand high, and then the right hand high. Ooh, seen from the side or seen from the back. So each time is a new perspective, which is Hod, has to do with yielding to what is and finding appropriate responses to what's actually given before you. The person you're talking to, you refine how you talk to each person differently, and it has that refinement quality that brings beauty and glory. It's the orange color in the rainbow system, and here I'm going to be combining Netzach and Hod. So there is a light flashing that I'm noticing. I guess it's maybe on the video. I think it's the way the sun is coming through the trees. I'm going to just let it be. So stepping to the side, starting with the Netzach is the base. E, and then Hod. Ooh, we're going to go up through 10 levels of soul. That was Nefesh. Now Ruach, I'm going to face the other way. First E, Harik is the base, and then Hod. Ooh. And then the Neshama. E. Ooh. And then Chaya, aliveness, vitality. B, integrated energy. Ooh. Fida, unity. Back to the beginning place. E. Ooh. Coming down, starting again from the same place. Ooh. Sorry. Start with the Harik. E. Ooh. Each time I'm starting with Harik. Netzach, in the Hod variation. Then E. Ooh. E. Ooh. Ra. E. Ooh. And nefesh. E. Ooh. And then bringing this into the honoring each day of the whole year with its own variation of letter combinations. So today we're still in the winter seasons in terms of the Hebrew calendar. So that has a mem. So the winter is a mem. It's a coming up, over, and back in and down, as if we have four kinds of water. Fountain up, spilling over, drinking from the fountain, spring, and playing in the middle. That's our mem for the winter season. Then there's a letter for the month. We're still in Adar. It's Adar bet. So we do the kuf for Adar. It's the kuf, and then I add the bet because we're in the second month of Adar. I'm going to do each one twice. So kuf, and then I add the bet. So Adar 2, Adar bet. Then we move to the day of the week. So today is Tuesday, the third day of the week, and taking all the double letters of the days of the week, ones that have dagashas in them or possible dagashas, and this is the dalet is for Tuesday in the green color to ferret, as if the first day of the week was bet, and then gimel and dalet now. And there's many dalets I have, so I'm going to show you one. We're going to do the swing dalet. Swinging up, and then the left hand comes back, and your head bends into the dalet. And then we finish it off by coming around. And a swing. Heel up and down, and then heel up and you roll down. It's dalet. And then we move into, I add the day of the month. So we keep track of the Hebrew month. It's now the 16th of Adar Bet, day after Shushan Purim, which is the day after Purim. And it's represented by a tet Zion, because we don't write the normal letters for 15 and 16. So tet is over the head, and a Zion is putting the head down, like a T-shape. Tet Zion. 16 tet Zion. That places us in time with the Hebrew letters. And then I was also showing you in the last tape the number on the sequence of the holy letters. I want to introduce you to most of the Hebrew letters in this way. You'll be able to do that. So Mem Vav is 46 square. So it's the Mem. And there's two kinds of Vav. I'm doing the collecting Vav this time. The Mem and Vav. And I often try to end with a sequence of the vowels all the way from Ketcher to Malchut. My tape got cut off yesterday a little bit early, and so I wasn't able to do that, but let me do it today. It's Ketcher is the Kamatz, Shape and sound. Patach. Goes for Chachma. Bina is a Sere. Hesed is a Sagol. Gevura is a Shvat. Teferet's the Holam. Netzach is the Harik. Hod is the Kubutz. And Yesod is the Sharuk. And Malchut is being breathed by Hashem. So may we all be blessed on this 16th day of our bet with a clear sense of our purpose in life and being able to refine it to fit the situations that we find ourselves in, so we are able to move our own priorities when necessary to fit what is needed at each moment in time. And may Hashem bless us all.